adds up. Their waste that's at the bottom of the water starts to add up and accumulate. And they're swimming in it. Same thing that's going on with the inside of your body. That stuff starts to add up. And you're not cleansing it. You're not doing anything about it. So it's just adding up, becoming a toxic environment that you're living in. But yet you wake up and you're saying you're going to have a good day. You're going to have an awesome day. But you're in a toxic body. So what would have happened if in that same toxic environment that the fish were in, that all I did was add a cute little tree in it? Get one of those little aquarium trees and put a little tree in there. What would have happened if I said, oh, okay, today I'm going to give them a new little toy to put in there. They have these little aquarium toys. I'll put this little toy in there. You didn't fix the problem. You didn't fix the problem. So more than likely, Aqua would have still been looking the same today, if not dead. Why? Because I didn't do anything. Yeah, I did something, but I didn't do the right thing. Doing something and the right thing are two different animals. So you want to do the right thing. Complaining about your situation doesn't help. It doesn't change the toxicity of the body. It doesn't cleanse you out. It doesn't make you feel more whole and optimal. I love the word optimal. I use the word optimal a lot because optimal is better than average. And if you ask the person, do you want an average life or do you want a better than average life? Which one would they pick? Everybody would pick better than. Optimal means the way it should be, the way you were designed, the way it was intended. Your best. If there's bad, better, best, optimal is your best environment that you're going to live in. Is that something that you want or is that something that you've pushed off? Have you settled in your dirty water for so long that it doesn't even bother you anymore? That you don't even put forth effort to change it anymore? Because you're still alive, you're not dead. Even though you're living and you're not at your best, you're not dead, so you'll take it? This is a question that you have to ask yourself. Every single day, I want the best. I want to feel my best. And I can't feel my best if I'm in an environment that's making me like this zombie. I could look like a zombie fish. Barely even floating, which is something it's supposed to do naturally. Barely even doing what it was designed to do. We're not talking about extra stuff. Same thing with you and your body. The thing that you're supposed to do naturally, you can't even do it all. Do you know there's some people who can't even run, and that's something that they're supposed to be able to do naturally, and they can't run. They can't run up the stairs. They can't run after their kids if they're playing ball or something like that. They can't even do something that they're naturally designed to do because their inside is so toxic, overloaded. It needs to be cleansed. It needs a break. It needs the right things in it. You'll never yo-yo again after that. Leading a healthy lifestyle should not be about today is a good day. I feel good. I'm going to do it. Tomorrow I don't feel good, so I'm not going to do it. It should be so natural as breathing in air. That's how natural it should be. You may practice it at first because you have to practice going through the motions again because you spent years practicing negative habits. So you may have to practice your good habits again so that you can get on a roll. But after that, they become a part of you. And then once you feel the difference, you'll be like Aqua, just going around so crazy, swimming around so fast and excitedly because of the fact that you knew. Now you remembered what it was like. Now you're like, oh my goodness, I will never allow my water to get that dirty again. I'll never allow that stuff to build up in me like that again. That was crazy. I didn't even know what I was missing out on. Every day, you have to make that choice. Every day. And unfortunately, as it relates to pets, there are some people who take better care of their pets than their own selves. Give them their meals at the right intervals. There's a big dollar amount being spent every single year on pet vitamins and the right pet foods that have vitamins in it and have all the things that the pet needs to be optimal. So there's so many people that'll make sure that their pet is optimal and have everything that they need, proper growth. The minute something doesn't seem right, if the dog or whatever pet is not as active anymore that day or that week, they're immediately trying to figure out what the problem is and fix it. Fix it. Solve it. Not put a Band-Aid on it, but actually fix it. So you mean to tell me your pet is worth more than you? Your pet, putting that emphasis on your pet and that care and that attention into your pet is more important than you? No, not at all. The pet needs you to be optimal too. Because chances are, if you do want Fido to go catch the stick, he wants to go out and play. So you can't just put him in a yard and stay in the house every time because you don't have the energy to go out and do it. It's just so much that we're missing out on sometimes by staying in the wrong environment and not changing it when we have the power to do so. It would be different if you didn't have the power to do so and you did need somebody to come by and clean your tank. Then you could have an excuse and say, my caretaker didn't come up. My caretaker didn't get here yet, so I'm waiting. As soon as she gets here, then I'll be okay. But that's not how we do it. We are in control of our own lives, our own minds, and our own bodies. That's why I'm doing this show, just to be a reminder, to build you up, to be your personal cheerleader, to help to motivate you to want to make change. Because do you realize that when you change, then we all change as a world and we all advance as a world. We're all optimal as the whole world combined. Do you know there's more power in a team than just individual? It's more power. Same thing. It spreads. Just like a disease can spread, just like bad rumors can spread, positivity can spread as well. So when I do this and you change and you become a different man or a different woman and you become different and start leading a healthy lifestyle and start having a different mindset, then it changes your household, it changes your community, and it changes the world. So we all benefit. We all benefit. But sometimes you just need to be reminded of who you are and what you're capable of, and the fact that if you don't cleanse your environment, then you have to work so much harder to try to accomplish those things. You have to work so much harder because it's harder on you. But the minute that you're reminded of who you are and what you're capable of and the power that's within you, you'll be quick to want to make those changes. You'll ask yourself, oh, let me ask myself a question. Is being in this toxic water, this toxic environment, is allowing my system to be in this toxic environment, keeping me, preventing me from thinking clearly? From staying positive? Instead, I have to deal with mood swings? Is it keeping me from enjoying the world and having a positive outlook on the world? Is it keeping me from being in my best body? Is it keeping me from having energy? Once you ask yourself those questions and you say yes, 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 well, yes, 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 and you see all those yeses that yes, it is keeping you from all those things that you desire, and the minute you change it, you'll notice a difference. And every day that you change it, you'll feel that difference. And you'll say, oh my goodness, I'm not going back. I love how this feels. I'm not going back. I don't want to go back. I want to stay here. I want to keep my tank clean because there's so many benefits. Saving money. You don't have to go to the doctor and get drugs and all that other stuff. Saving time. You're adding to your life. You're adding to the years of your life where you're not just here taking up space, but you're actually making a difference. You get creative ideas that flow through you freely because you have a clear mind. Not only do you get those creative ideas that flow through you freely, but now you have an optimal body that can go out and do whatever actions are necessary in order to make those things happen in your life. Oh my goodness, how powerful is that, guys? How powerful is that? My fish has a new environment now, and it can swim like nobody's business. But think about what we can do when we get our new environment. We can make magic happen in the world. We can make magic happen in the world. Yes, you. If you're listening, I'm talking to you. You can make magic happen in the world, but it starts with you. When you change yourself, that's the best thing you can do for the world as a whole. Is work on yourself. It's become optimal. That's the best thing you can do to offer to your spouse, to your children, to your community, to your world. Is get yourself out of that toxic environment. Put yourself in an environment where you thrive and watch what happens. Watch the magic. That's where the magic happens. Magic is not going to happen in that dirty tank. No magic. None. You'll find yourself swimming in circles and not getting anywhere. So that's what we're going to do, guys. Did you get something out of that? Good. I'm glad. You have to be your own cheerleader, by golly. You have to clap for yourself. You have to have your own. You literally, when you're going through your day, you pretend that you hear this behind you every moment. Yes. Just cheering you on. Like, yes, keep going. You're going in the right direction. Those are your people. They're building you up. Those are your cheerleaders everywhere. That's why athletes, they all have these cheerleaders to pump you up and help you to keep going in the direction that you're going in. That's what you want to pretend that you hear in your head all throughout your day. And that's your encouragement, okay? So, again, I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow on the R3 Coaching with Joy show. Be sure to share the link so that other people can benefit from these shows that I'm doing every day. I'm so excited to have your energy on the call. It infuses me, and I believe that it's like a boomerang. It goes back to you and it will infuse you. And right now, as you get off of this, hang up or push the button that you need to push to end, you'll be pushing the end button to my voice, but you'll be pushing the start button to having a phenomenal day. Literally, I believe that as you push that button, you're doing both at the exact same time. So go out and have a phenomenal day. I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. R3 for life.